Welcome back, Connecticut, to Your Purpose and Business TV, where we highlight the top purpose driven women in business. I am so excited to get into today's show. We are diving into facing fears, nursing school, and of course, tech with my co host Laticia. But before we do that, let's kick off today by celebrating Women's History Month.
Yes, that's right, Raquel. And most people have uncertainty around this special month. But the purpose of Women's History Month is to really commemorate and encourage the study, observance, and celebration of the vital role of women in American history. So I've got to ask you, Raquel, what woman in history has inspired you most?
Oh my goodness, there's so much to date or to mention, I should say. But I think when I'm thinking about women in history, I definitely have to start with my own lineage, right? I have to start with my mom, have to start with my grandma, my great grandmother. Only because they have instilled a certain strength and work ethic within me, in addition to showing me that there's always a pathway, even when we're faced with failures, right? There's always ways in which we can solve problems and enhance our lives. And so, as it relates to women in history in this space, in the media space, um, who definitely comes to mind is Barbara Walters, because she has opened up the doors for so many of us in the media space. In addition to Oprah Winfrey and Tamron Hall too. I really love Tamron Hall, what she stands for, how she was able to pivot against all odds, and now has been recognized for her own talk show. And I have to say, Natalie Cargile, who has showed me the pathway and how it is that I was able to create, being in this media space. So many to name, but I just wanted to say kudos to these women. And what about you, Leticia? Who has encouraged you along this path of entrepreneurship and just life in general?
So I would agree with you. Women definitely have played a great role in encouraging me in this path of entrepreneurship. And it goes back to a previous episode where I spoke about how my mother, she's raised a family of entrepreneurs. And so I really got a lot of that from her. And so after that episode, I spoke to her about it and she said, "Do you know that's in our lineage, that's in our line? My grandparents and their their parents before that, they were all entrepreneurs, and so that's definitely been ingrained in me. That's in my blood. And when it comes to just having the encouragement to continue on, because entrepreneurship is not easy, I really lean on my fellow entrepreneurs like yourself, Raquel. We meet on a regular basis to encourage each other, to get feedback, to really think of what we're going to be doing next, what's the next thing that we're going to be working on. And so I definitely am able to continue to move on, working hard and working towards my goals because of that.
Right, right. I so agree with you. Well, I am excited for today's show, Leticia. We have amazing women that are making their own history that will be joining us in just a bit. So, first, let's talk about some common hot topics in business.
So let's start up with just showing up. What are ways you are showing up more in your own businesses?
Oh my goodness, Leticia, that's a great question. For me, how I'm showing up right now is just ensuring that I'm being visible up across multiple platforms. I am also ensuring that I'm making connections, collaborating with other individuals and business owners, because I think that we can move mountains when we come together and we're able, as you suggested earlier, to lean on each other and to support each other. So that's what I'm doing. What about you?
Well, my thoughts on showing up in business really has more to do with showing up more as ourselves. Let me explain what I mean by that. What I believe that makes businesses unique is that it's founded by a unique person. A person inevitably shaped by their background, their life experience, skills, beliefs, and mindset. And so take me, for instance, I use my blend of tech, problem solving, empowerment, and tough love, and of course, integrity to help color how I show up in my business and how I serve and support my clients.
I love it, Leticia. And I also think that it's also important to ensuring that whatever we're doing in business, it's in alignment back to what it is that you want to do, as you mentioned before. And so, in all of this, along this theme line, there is this thing called fear, right? And I think it's something that entrepreneurs will never shake. I know I will never shake fear, but we have to show up anyways. So, if you want to continue to strive and to level up, right? And so, what are your thoughts on facing fear when there is uncertainty in the marketplace?
Well, yes, there's going to be some sort of uncertainty and shakiness when it comes to the market, but I say that's also what makes it exciting. You need to have faith, have a strong why, and why did you even start this business in the first place? And it has to be beyond just making money. You need to be light on your feet so that you can pivot with the market. And you also want to be smart and strategic and put some safety measures in place so that you can, keep expenses low and savings high. But it's also why we embrace multiple streams of income, because when one stream dries up, you can pour into the other streams.
I 1000% agree, Leticia. So we'd love to hear from you. Head over to our Instagram and let us know how you are tackling fear and showing up in 2023.
Well, coming up after the break, we are diving into the nursing shortage and how to use technology for customer retention. We'll see you right here on Your Purpose in Business TV.